Hello.
Am I okay to come in?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so lovely in here.
Does it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I use a lot of essential oils, so I think it just infuses into the walls.
Nice. Thought I've got to say yes because I've gained so much from
So, Sam, this is your second treatment. You came last week for your first core therapy. You found me on YouTube.
I did, yes.
And I have posted quite a few core therapy on YouTube now. So before we start, and I'm interested to see what comes up today, let's pick a card. Did you do this last week?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see what comes up with you.
Okay. Take, I think this one. Forgiving. Valuing honesty and commitment, I softly let go of the past and enable others to change.
You know, that's such a powerful one. It's really difficult to forgive. And I've noticed with, personally, so with myself and with clients where this card has come up, it can raise things. So wouldn't it be wonderful just to forgive everything, everyone, all the time, including yourself? One is to forgive yourself for how you have treated yourself in the past. Another is to forgive how others have treated you in the past. That's, I don't know which is the worst out of those, you know, it all depends what you've been through. And another is to go forward and to forgive into the future. And that's really powerful because who knows what's going to happen. And we all need to have this lovely heart of love and light, and whatever happens is okay, and just trust that it's always for the best ending. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of meditations that work on forgiveness because it just shows a lot of people might have issues with that, things that have happened to them or to members of their family, etc. in the past. So, so does that mean anything to you?
Yeah. It is. I find these cards quite interesting. The last one last week was also quite interesting.
Do you remember what you got last week?
It was wisdom, trusting that what you need to receive will come and you will be wiser for it. I think they're really good, really thought-provoking as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So this is your card for this week.
Yeah.
So when things happen and you just think, oh, I need to make a decision or I need to move on from this blocked whatever's going on, then just think, oh, actually, maybe this might help me, you know, just to be able to move on from this stage. And also because I put it on the windowsill, it resonates to the room, it resonates to all my other clients this week and to me. I'm very grateful. Are you happy to share why you chose to come for core therapy?
Yeah, so I had, like you said, I'd found on YouTube and I'd seen your work and I thought you were great, but I was struggling because I'd been having problems mainly with my arms and shoulders, a lot of pins and needles and a lot of discomfort. And I think I saw one of the core therapies and it was particularly you working on neck release, and I thought, oh, that looks like it could be helpful. But what was interesting was last week, I know we didn't film, but last week you also picked up some around my guts, and that this last week has just been completely different. My digestion has improved so much. So I'm still having problems with the pins and needles, but my gut was just transformed. So I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more I can be doing on that journey, but it was made a noticeable difference.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I was really, really happy with that.
Oh, good. And yet your abdomen wasn't something that you particularly highlighted.
No.
But the core therapy brought it up as a priority.
Yeah. And it's been hard this week because it's been my birthday, so it's been very difficult not to celebrate. But I've been really mindful about it, but also I've just noticed just after the treatment, just a lot of almost release and, you know, moving and tummy gurgling and stuff, and it was just like, it was very different. So
that sounds great.
Yeah.
Tummy gurgling is great.
I know.
It shows it's healing, it shows it's softening. You know, you want it to be soft so that it's not cramping up and stopping that lovely movement that should be happening naturally. So. Lovely. Okay, so pins and needles priority. Okay. And any other changes, like how's your sleep?
Sleep's better. It is better. It was interesting the first night after the therapy, it was probably worse, and I did wonder, because you did say sometimes you can, I don't know, repatterning. But I've been sleeping really well since. It's more when I wake up, it's still, the sensations are still there, or I feel, but I have noticed I'm more mindful, like my handbag is quite heavy, so I'm trying to lighten that load, because I'm thinking maybe I'm carrying some weight and load that's not great and things like that. But yeah.
Do you know, I used to carry a handbag everywhere, and since COVID, and I don't know, not going out so much, or not wanting to have to clean everything that you take out and bring home. I don't have a handbag anymore.
It's making me rethink what am I carrying all this for? And actually I have like a little crossover that I should probably use a bit more often, because it's really only
for essentials.
Person keys.
Car keys, maybe glasses.
Yes. And phone, and that's it really. So I do need to rethink that.
Okay. Right, do you want to get on the couch? Okay, so I've been going through your notes and noticed, like you say, last week we mainly concentrated on abdomen. I did do a little bit of shoulder work, I did some arm repatterning, but I haven't done. There's a lot more to give in core. It depends what comes up, what your body tells me. But let's see today. So I'll just put the couch up a little. Okay, so can you give me just an arm at the moment? Raise it and hold. Okay, and hold. Nice. Can you raise a leg and hold? Lovely. And hold. Okay. Can you raise two together and hold? No? And hold. It's an effort. Let's see what's going on. Two together and hold. Nope, okay, you're not dehydrated. Can you upturn your finger, touch the roof of your mouth, the back of the dome, but not the sicky place? Give me this arm and leg and hold. Better. Just want to double check that. Can you put a finger from this hand in the same place? And give me arm and leg and hold. No, not convinced. Oh, it's not going to be the abdomen again, is it?
It might be.
Oh, you can release. Do you mind if I just have a little look?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I just have a feel of your tummy here. Sorry about my cold hands.
No, it's fine.
The weather's changed, hasn't it?
Yes.
So much cooler.
Today it was totally different.
Yeah, even normal rain, not a thunderstorm. Yeah, that feels so much better than last week.
It does. It's so, I mean, I could hardly, it was so painful when you were hardly pressing, and like now it doesn't feel bad at all, but...
Yeah, okay, so just where I was touching, can you get two fingers from either hand deeply into there? Yeah. And then give me arm and leg and hold. So much better.
Yeah.
You can tell as well. And this is only your second core therapy, and you're already starting to tell what's a strong and weak test.
Yeah.
Looks like I might have to give you another arm now.
But I have to say, I can't imagine that you can it can be fixed overnight. And like, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't surprise me. I think I do, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, just like we did last time, I'd like to check all the other organs because I want to have a baseline so that when we treat you and retest, we can see a difference.
Yeah.
So can you have a flat hand over here? Let's give me your arm and hold. Okay, so not great, yeah, quite squodgy. And then just ends of fingers like that here. Not pointy, but end, that's it, lovely. And hold. No, again, it's an effort. So pointy fingers now in the middle between your lower ribs. And hold. Okay, better. Ends of fingers here and hold. Oh, that's okay. That's your stomach organ. And then with this line of your finger tucked, that's it. You remember that one? Yeah. And hold. Yeah, that's good as well. Spleen. So now Houston valve, which is about there. 2 fingers pointed in.
I can feel that already.
And hold. Okay. Fractionally soft. And then 2 fingers pointed here. And hold. Oh, no. Okay, so you can release. That's called Ren. It's a Chinese meridian.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that's really important. So what we just tested so far, I've got a couple more to go, were liver, gallbladder, anxiety point, stomach was good, spleen was good, Houston valve could be better, and Ren could be better. So I'm just going to have a look at another couple. Give me your arm and hold. Oh, better than it was last week. It could improve and hold. Same again, yeah. So I want you, what it should feel like when I'm testing a strong muscle, because I've already found that that arm is strong, is it should just go with absolutely no effort at all and like rock solid, no wavering at all, no squodginess, and obviously certainly not weak. So I'm going to give you another abdominal massage right now, if that's okay.
That's fine.
I have been warming some oil up, so I'm going to give you some tissue.
Would you use the same oils that you did last time, or would you test for different oils? Yeah, you would.
Because you're a different person this week to last week.
I wasn't sure if that was the case.
Yeah, I mean, it might come up with the same ones.
Yeah.
So can you tuck that into your lower t-shirt and that round your waistband, but so that I've still got access to full abdomen. So just having a little look at essential oils. So for abdomen, and I'm not going to look at what we used last week, I don't want to be influenced. So I'm thinking more abdominally. We're going for nutmeg, ginger, frankincense, basil, cinnamon, grapefruit, mandarin, geranium, because it would be hormonal. I'm wondering if stress is involved, so let's bring in bergamot. We've got frankincense anyway, clary sage, because it could be hormonal stroke menopause. And then more digestive, we've got peppermint, lemon, oh, maybe even clove, a big hitter. Okay, we've got quite a few here. We might not test them all. It depends how many come up strong. And you're not going to know which is which, which is great. So you can't have an influence over it psychologically. So before we start, with this hand, can you give me little finger and thumb and hold really strong? And then in the other hand, hold this against your abdomen so it's touching you there. And then I'm going to come back to this and hold really strong. Okay. And hold. Okay. We don't like clove. It is quite strong. Another one and hold. Really strong. There was just a tiny movement I am being picky. And hold. Oh, amazing. And hold. Perfect. Right, we've definitely got 3 at least. And hold. Again. And hold. Okay, I'm just going to look what we've got so far and see if we can make a nice mix out of those. So we've got cinnamon, frankincense, basil, ginger and geranium. I'd like some fruit or flower in there to soften it. So I'm just looking at another. And hold. Really strong. Okay. Do you want to choose out of the yeses or shall I?
No,
Yeah?
Yeah, you choose.
Okay. So I'm choosing cinnamon, ginger. So it sounds like a curry at the moment, doesn't it? And mandarin. So it's a nice orangey colour because of the mandarin. So did you have a nice birthday?
Yes, it was lovely, thank you. We had a meal the night before, which wasn't my birthday, but just a meal out. And then my birthday was actually Sunday, so we just stayed at home and my parents came over. It's really nice.
Oh,
Yeah. Very relaxing.
I was in your village the other day.
Oh, really?
On
Were you
Sunday.
cycling? Or
No, we weren't cycling.
there was a lot of people cycling through the village on Sunday.
There certainly was, because I was driving and noticed, and I thought it made me want to be on my bike.
I think you're brave cycling these lanes.
Really?
Yeah. I suppose if you know it, but cars just fly through. And like it always worries me. You know. But it is nice. It's a nice. They are nice cycle paths and routes and stuff.
Lovely villages all the way around the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now my husband, Jez, people know on camera, did it yesterday actually, 27 miles all the way around the hill.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
How
including
long does that take?
Pershore and other little loops. Well, he's quite fast, and he did stop and have a coffee, but 27, so that would probably take him an hour and a half.
Wow, that is fast.
Yeah. He loves it. Yeah, beautiful. And you know, on a bike, you hear everything.
Yeah.
You see everything because you can see above the hedges often. You see all the birds because you're nice and quiet. It's a lovely way to be. So this abdominal massage is called an Anmo, part of traditional Chinese medicine, and traditionally it would be given really deeply.
Yeah, like really painfully probably.
Well,
if it's needed, it probably.
if it's your first one, it might be painful, but you sort of get used to them. You know what's coming, plus your body softens over time because it knows.
Yeah.
But today might feel different to the last time that we treated
It
you.
already does. It's not. It wasn't painful. It was just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It wasn't like you went, but it was definitely.
I don't think you're selling it at the moment.
I know. I'm Sorry,
it wasn't painful.
It was definitely felt like it needed some attention, so it was getting attention and it needed it.
I know exactly what you mean. So I have it done to me.
Yeah.
I'm having one next week. So I'm going up to Leek in Staffordshire.
Are you?
Where they teach core.
Ah, okay.
And it's an amazing centre. I think there's 4 ladies there now that give core therapy. And so Jez and I are booked in. And I'm going to do a day of what they call clinical practice. So I'm shadowing the team and helping out and asking questions and making notes and just putting my time in. I do it once a year just to keep my brain tuned in to what's new. And, yeah,
that's interesting. That's good.
And they can correct me if I'm doing anything wrong. Because as therapists, you often work on your own. You're not normally in a centre of 2, 3, 20 of you. You work solely. And say if you qualified 20 years ago, and yes, you have to do your CBD, is it CBD? CPD. Not CBD. Yes, you have to do your continuous professional development, but that could be in a different therapy. It doesn't have to be in the therapy that you first qualified in. Yeah, just holistic therapies, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps if you do, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
And I've got a whole stream of therapists that I offer.
Yeah,
you know?
I was going to say,
and you
there's a lot
can't do
that you
like a refresher course in all 5, 10 therapies, you know, every year.
No.
So say if some of those sort of wane a little, or you slightly forget, or you start going off at your own tangent, and it might be wrong. I mean, who's to say what's wrong? Because if it's your way and you've added things and you've taken off what doesn't work because you know through experience, then what's wrong and right? You just know through experience, really. But it is worth going and having a sort of recheck and have someone say, oh, don't do that, or do this slightly different, or that's great, do more of that, you know. Yeah.
And is it sort of a two-way? So, for example, you, like you just said, you might be applying it and then thinking, actually, I hadn't thought about that. That's a really interesting take on it, or whatever.
Yeah,
so
I'm learning all the time.
Yeah,
yeah absolutely. Yeah. I can see the orange of the mandarin. You've been tangoed on your tummy.
That's okay. I could do with a bit of a fake tan.
Okay, so overlapping thumbs out from the umbilicus, out to the waist, the obliques, softening and stretching just gently those muscles and fascia outwards, reminding them to relax. And then out the other way, like a star shape. And each area, when you're having it done, each area feels just slightly different because, of course, the abdomen isn't a mirror image like maybe the rest of the body might be. You know, there's different things going on in different sides. You've got large liver over here on your right-hand side,
So that's the thing that I was going to focus on, and I never got round to it because of too many celebrations. But I have bought my celery and bought my aloe vera gel. And I'm hoping I can start next week.
Awesome.
I can take some on holiday with me.
Awesome.
In my suitcase.
Brilliant. So I sell aloe vera gel as well. So if you ever wanted to source it from me.
Yes, I got the one that you provide. So I saw
Forever
that.
Living.
Yeah. But I should have just come and got it, really. I was thinking I'd just get it in the post and it was quicker. And it turned up quite quickly.
But if you message me, I can get it posted to you.
Oh, great. Oh, brilliant.
In future.
Yeah,
that's
I will
all right.
do.
Yeah, we drink it every day. I actually put it in our smoothies.
Do you?
So I mix it with.
Mix it then. Yeah.
You can. I think the way that Forever Living recommend doing it is first thing in the morning on an empty abdomen. Mind you, I say the same for celery. So now you're thinking, do I do that with the celery or with the aloe? So what I do is we drink the celery, have a few minutes, and then we drink our smoothie, which has got fruit juice, our multivitamins and our vegan omega in there. Sometimes I put a little bit of protein shake, a vegan protein shake in. Obviously no sugars, just natural fruit acids. What else do I put in? Aloe vera.
So is your base like water or coconut water or
juice?
Just juice.
Juice, like apple juice.
Right,
you know,
okay.
you want like a non-acidic, as least acidic as possible and least sugary. But I top up with boiling hot water from the kettle.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because it's better for the abdomen to absorb
when it's not
body temperature fluids. It's not a shock, and it can use it far more readily, quickly. Rather than having to warm it first.
Yeah.
Whether you wanted to do that on a hot day, it's up to you.
Yeah.
But no, I don't put milks in. I know some people do to make it creamier.
Yeah.
We don't find we need that.
No.
I think it's personal preference, really. Also, I put a big nugget of ginger and a big nugget of raw turmeric in as well.
Wow.
Turmeric root.
Really?
Yeah.
I love ginger.
Good.
I've never used turmeric like that.
You've got it on you now.
Yeah, that's true. So you know the Mandarin. What would that have been picked up? Is that stress or is that what? How? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, I said when I was testing them that they were all big hitters, and I needed something to sort of soften them and refresh. And of course, all fruits, like citrus fruits, are refreshing. So I tested grapefruit, lemon, bergamot, and mandarin. I didn't test the others because you had so many passes, but mandarin's a really good all-rounder because it hardly has any contraindications, meaning reasons not to use it. So it's fine with pregnant women, for instance, and lots of other body types or ailments that you'd normally have to be careful with other oils. Like high blood pressure or epilepsy, heart issue. The only thing about mandarin is I wouldn't want you to go sunbathing with your abdomen after this because it would pigment the skin.
Yeah.
So that is so much better there now.
Yeah.
So this is the liver, which is partly exposed under the rib, partly protected and hidden behind the rib, but that was really tight earlier, so that feels so much better. Yeah, it's great how quickly the Amno works.
Tell you what else I've started to do is you had a video on the lymph shower.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that.
That's great.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Really
all
good.
These
and
places here.
Here was really tender, so I was kind of doing it more frequent there.
Yeah. Is it getting better there?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, I might post a link to that here so that you guys can see it. I think I did that as a celebration when I was at something like 1,000 subscribers. That's a long time ago now. Maybe a year ago, I don't know.
When we spoke last week and you were saying about your the chakras and your videos on that, that's why I was going back that far, because I was looking for them, and then I saw that and I thought, I didn't even know that you had lymph nodes there.
Oh, big one.
Yeah.
A big factory of them here.
And actually I was thinking, I thought I'd pulled a muscle. Because it was a bit tender, and then I thought, actually, I wonder if it's that. So I started doing it.
Yeah, just full of waste. Just needs to be. It's okay. You can move now. Stimulate. Okay, give me 3 nice deep breaths. Okay, that was better than last time. And again, 3 deep breaths. Okay, well done. It's like going down a step with that one. Okay, let's just have a little feel. I haven't asked you if you've just had your lunch.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I should have thought about it. I did have I had brunch, but it was about 10:30. So.
Good plan. Oh, that's so much better. Even though you say your tummy's been a lot better than this week, it's gonna balance out a bit now, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, the tissue's gone all yellow with the mandarin. Just leave your t-shirt up at the moment. I'm just going to retest those areas before we carry on.
Okay.
Okay, so can you put a flat hand there? Give me an arm and hold. Need some more help. And then ends of fingers here and hold. Fine. Gallbladder and hold. Could be better. And 2 fingers deeply in there and hold. Much better. And 2 fingers in there and hold. Oh, hello, Ren. And then you can release your hand. Give me an arm and hold. That's better. And last one and hold. Good. Actually, we are going to do one more. We're just going to test that ICV. So 2 fingers in there and hold. Oh,
much better.
Right. Okay. So
liver.
Liver. Yeah.
And what else? And Ren. Whatever that means.
Ren. Liver and Ren.
Okay.
Okay, so just going to go back to that very first foundation test. So arm and leg together and hold. Okay, it's still a bit soft and hold. That's much better. So I'm just going to have a little feel of your right hip. Relax, relax. So I'm just feeling into the edge of that sacrum, really giving it a push. And then hold. Okay. Okay, so it's a right ipsy, which it was last week, but your left wasn't clever either. So right as well as ICV. And we did a Amno Fu with, and so it was all of them practically, and then we need to be treating the Ren liver. I'll give you a liver purge. So let's move on. Can I have this arm and this leg and hold? Fine. And hold. Nope. Give me this arm and hold. Okay, bit of an effort. And hold. Oh, elbow. And hold. Oh dear.
Falling apart.
Hold. And hold. Okay. Last one and hold. Okay, all right, there was a mix. It just shows it's not a weak arm that's the problem because it went strong occasionally. Yeah, okay, so a few other things need looking at. Can you turn over, please? can you bend a knee? Can you raise the knee off the couch? I'm going to push here, you're going to hold up and hold. Okay, bit of an effort. And all the way down, this one up and hold. Okay, let's have a look at the neck. Yeah, okay. So a double glute max failure is all to do with this lovely bone here, quite a big bone called the C2. And that's probably quite sore, isn't it?